In example C, we have to find the slope. The second equation, the slope is nicely written out for us. The slope is 2. Over here we have to solve for y. And first of all, we would add 4x to both sides, which would become 2y equals 4x plus 16. And then when we divide everything by 2, you would have y equals 2x plus 8. The slope of this line is 2, so those lines would be parallel. Next one, we have to solve for y, subtracting 3x from both sides. You have 5y equals negative 3x plus 2. And when you divide everything by 2 or by 5, you would have y equals negative 3/5 x plus 2/5. Up here, when we divide everything by 5, you would have 3/5 x plus 6/5 equals y. And if you look at your slopes, they are not the same. So these would be intersecting lines. Number 3, or letter E, excuse me, I'm going to solve this one, put it in y equals form. We would have y minus 5 equals 3x minus 3. And if we add 5 to both sides, you have y equals 3x plus 2. So these lines are actually the same, and that is called coinciding or coincident. Letter F, first one is in slope-intercept form. Second one, if we solve for y, we subtract x from both sides, and you have 2y equals negative x plus 4. Dividing everything by 2, you have y equals negative 1/2 x plus 2. Slopes are the same, y-intercepts are different, so those lines are parallel. Letter G, if we look at our slopes, they are negative reciprocals, so those are perpendicular. Letter H, our slopes are the same. We do need to check to see whether these are parallel or coincident. So that becomes negative 2x plus negative 4. And if you add 4 to both sides, you have y equals negative 2x. Those lines are the same, so those are coincident or coinciding. And the last type of question says write an example, write an equation in slope-intercept form for each line. Parallel here, so the slope will be 2. And we're going to start out with point slope form. That's point slope form. We want to get it to slope-intercept. So that becomes y minus 5 equals 2x plus 8. And when we add 5 to both sides, you have y equals 2x plus 13. Example B, you are looking for perpendicular. Perpendicular lines, your slopes are negative reciprocals. So this time our slope is going to be 3. Substituting that slope in this point in, you have y minus 4 equals 3 times x plus 2. When you distribute, you get y minus 4 equals 3x plus 6. Adding 4 to both sides, y equals 3x plus 10. And the last one, we want perpendicular to this line. It's our slope. Perpendicular is a negative reciprocal. And starting out with point slope form. And now we distribute. Y minus 2 equals negative 4x plus 24. Adding 2 to both sides. Y minus 2, whoops, get rid of that minus 2. Y equals negative 4x plus 24.